Here's a project I started last night, and I actually finished it today. It is the Dark Beam from Metroid Prime 2. It's not too bad. I basically got the idea to do this when I went to ThinkGeek before this corona outbreak happened, and now everybody's quarantined basically. I seen the arm cannon in there for Metroid, and it's always about the power beam. I understand it's Samus's main weapon, but I wanted to do something that was different than the power beam, and that was this, the Dark Beam. I was originally going to do the Annihilator Beam, because that one's my favorite, but I ended up going with Dark Beam because that's my second favorite. I guess the good thing about this too is, since it's basically Ice Beam from Metroid Prime 1, if I wanted to at any time, I could basically just repaint it and make it Ice Beam. Obviously it's not painted because, we're under this whole quarantine thing, and I'm not working right now because of the quarantine, so I don't really have money at the moment. But once this whole quarantine is done and over with, I'll be sure to get this painted. I want to do, like, from the game. I'm also getting ready to move, so I got a bunch of bags and shit. Yeah, and those are all full of books and my Halo Mega blocks. But, yeah. I wanted to do the metal parts on the cannon, the metallic color. I don't want them to really be matte, especially the purple bits. I don't know, I think I did a pretty good job for what it is. I was expecting to have a harder time with this, and that was actually pretty easy. I'll tell y'all how I made it too. So, under here, that's the bottom layer, under these three things, and under this barrel, and under all this, my arm can go in there. I basically got one sheet of EVA foam, and I folded it till it was a circle, and then glued it at the bottom, and that gave me the base shape. And then from there, I kind of just worked my way from the bottom up. So, this bit right here, this whole big thing, I made that, and that kind of acted as like a measuring to see how big I would have it and stuff, so that way I could try to fit everything else in. And then from there, this part is an extra layer, and it goes all the way up here, and then there's the little pad thing that flips around. If you wait too long in game, you can see it, because it'll flip out and Samus will mess with it. But on the Dark Beam, the area around the pad is kind of expanded out. So after I was done with that, the last area I worked with was actually this red area up here. All this red, and the barrel. Whoops. I went on to make these, and then I got the general idea of how long this was going to be. The foam under it is probably about somewhere within this length, so it is extended. Then I went to the top area, and I basically just cut out the pattern for this, And then I made these side strips that go all the way back behind the little extended touchpad. And then this thing right here, it goes almost all the way back to the very end of the gun, or the cannon, but inside it's not hollow. It doesn't just connect to this and stop. It goes all the way around to the other side, just to make things a bit easier. And then this is basically the same as that. And same with this part right here. And then I made this top part, and I used a lighter to bend this. And yeah, the rest is pretty simple from there. So if y'all want to make your own Metroid arm cannon of any type, I say go for it. It's actually not as hard as you'd think. I'm probably gonna do Annihilator Beam next, once I'm able to get more foam. Hobby Lobby is closed. Pretty much everywhere around here that sells foam is closed, so it's probably gonna be a while before I do another project. I actually have another video that I want to put out today. It's gonna be Pokemon related. Not the sheets though, although those are super old. A friend gave those to me a long time ago whenever I was like 9. And I kept them, because why not? I like vintage Pokemon stuff. Anyways, that's that. Whenever I get it painted, I'll get another video out showing all the paint. I still have the Gauss rifle, and it's unpainted, of course. I've just never gotten around to painting it, don't know why. It's probably just laziness, but there you go.